Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
Ace is high. Deuce is low. Call it right and win the dough on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I thank you and welcome to Card Sharks, the game of decisions. As time ran out last time, we crowned a new champion. I know she's eager to go for the big money with the money card, so let's bring her out right now. Our champion, Lisa Cass. Hello, Lisa. Hello there. Hi. Remind us again about yourself.
My name is Lisa Cass, and I'm a freshman this year in college, and here I am.
Now, you've had some time. You've talked to the people at home. Did you get any instructions on what you should do now?
Not on what I should do, but what I should do after.
Oh?
Like, my mother, a mink coat would be nice, you know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Your family's putting all the pressure on you.
Yeah.
I hope you'll be
That's
equal
okay.
to it. Let's do it right now. Okay. Let's open the board and get to the money cards. All right, Lisa. Now, you won a best 2 out of 3 match at $100 a game. You won $200 for winning the game. That's yours to keep. Now we're going to give you brand new money to play with. And this time you're going to bet that money. Start you on the bottom line with $200. Bet that as you wish on these 3 cards that Ann's putting out there now. When you move up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. Your minimum bets are $50 until you get to that top card, that big bet. And there you have to bet at least half the dollars. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's go for Mama's mink coat right
Right.
now. Here's $200 to start
Okay.
with. And as always, you have a choice of 2 base cards. Your first one is an 8. You want to play that or change it?
I'm going to have to change that.
Remember, you must play this one. Here's the next card off the top of your deck, all shuffled and cut before we went on the air. It's another 8.
Oh! Okay.
Let's not make that a bad omen now. Let's do it.
We'll
You've
go
got
for it
$200 and an 8. What's your bet on this card?
I'll go $100 lower.
That's a pretty good bet right off the bat. Half
Lower,
the money.
yes.
Lower than an 8. $100 lower. Remember, as in the game, if it's another 8 you lose, it must be lower. It's a 3. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Very much lower, too. $300 now, Lisa. And a 3.
Wow.
What do you bet here?
All the way that it's higher. All the way. All the way.
$300 higher
Yes.
than a 3. It's a jack.
Okay.
$600 and a jack.
Okay, let's go. $400 lower than a jack. $400 lower than a jack.
Lower than a jack. It's a 10. Lisa,
Okay.
you have $1,000 and a 10.
Oh, no.
I'm going to move it up here now and give you that other $200 of betting money. You've got $1,200 and a 10.
Okay, let's go $700 lower. $700
Big
lower.
bet.
Yes,
$700 lower
Okay.
than a 10. It's an 8.
Okay. Oh, but an 8. Oh, well.
$1,900
Okay.
and another 8.
I'll go $300 lower.
$300
lower
than an 8. That's a good bet, and I hope
Right.
we get a
Let's
much
hope.
lower card.
Okay.
$300 lower. Oh, it's a queen. That's not so bad. You lost $300. You're down to $1,600. You've got a very good card now, a queen, and $1,600. What do you bet here?
Okay. Let's go $1,400 lower. Oh.
1,400.
14, yes.
You look a little
14.
nervous about that bet, Lisa.
Yes. Yes.
All
that's
right,
it.
good.
Lower.
$1,400 lower than a queen. It's a 6.
Oh, no.
That's $3,000 now, Lisa.
Oh,
We moved the 6
wow.
up here. Got to bet at least half. You must bet at least $1,500. You can bet more. You have a 6, $3,000.
Yes.
What is your big bet?
Let's go 1,800 higher. 1,800 higher.
$1,800
Yes.
higher than a
Higher.
6.
Yes.
It's a tie! Come on down there! Way to go! You're fantastic. 4,800.
Oh.
With the other 200, you've got $5,000 now.
Oh my gosh. I don't believe it.
Lisa's going to try to recover. We'll meet a new challenger right after this. You still can't believe it, you said.
It's amazing. I can't believe it.
That's super. You're doing well. Are you all set to go again?
I am set.
All right, let's open up the board and get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, start loading in the cards while we meet our next challenger here on Card Sharks. Hello, Gail Bozer. Is it Bozer?
Bozek.
Bozek.
Right, Bozek.
Boz
With a K. Bozek.
oh, Bozek. I
Yes.
beg your pardon.
That's
Tell
quite
us,
all right.
tell us about yourself.
I'm a wife and a homemaker, mother of a little 4-year-old boy, and I do part-time secretarial work for my husband.
Sounds like you memorized that. Did you think about how you were going to
I've
say
been
that?
thinking about that for a long time. Glad it's over with.
Good to have you here with us. Relax now and have fun.
Thank you.
We really want you to have a good time. Good luck to both of you. Each player has their own deck of 52 playing cards, and the red cards on top will be played by our champion, Lisa. The lower cards, the blue cards, will be played by our challenger, Gail. Now, the object of the game is to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you have to answer a high-low toss-up question. They're all based on a poll of 100 people, and they test your ability to judge human nature. Look how G2, T2, and I got out here at the same time. Good luck to both of you. Lisa, we'll start with a question to you. We asked 100 married men, who was more anxious to get married, you or your wife? How many men said they were more anxious to get married?
Oh, gee. Well, going by what my mother's told me, I'd have to say the women are more anxious on the whole. So 60 men said that their wives were
No, the
anxious.
question is how
Oh,
many
I'm
men said that they were more anxious? That the
Oh.
men were more anxious?
Okay, 40. 40 said
40.
that men were more anxious.
You figured that math out very quickly. If one was 60, the other has to be 40. Gail, she says that 40 men were more anxious to get married than the women. You're a married lady. Do you think it's higher or lower?
I think that once a man has got a good woman, he knows that he wants to keep her, and I say it would be a little higher than that.
Higher.
Yes.
If it is higher, we've got a little disagreement there in the audience. Gail, if it is higher, you go to the board first. If not, Lisa gets first crack at the cards. The actual number of married men who said they were more anxious to get married is 42. It's higher, Gail. All right, Gail, we'll take a look at your base card. Now, you won the high-low toss-up question. You have the right to change the base card if you'd like. It is a 5. Want to play that?
It's a fair card, but I'll hope for something better. I'd like a new one.
Oh, all right. Here's the next card off the top of your deck. Now, this one you must play. It
Oh,
is a king.
wonderful,
Oh, yeah.
wonderful.
Good change.
Good.
Gail, is
Okay.
this higher or lower than the king?
The next card will be lower.
And remember, if it's another king you lose, it must be lower than a king. It's a
Oh,
6.
good.
You can freeze or you can continue, but if you make a mistake, you lose all the cards
I'd
back
like
to
to
your base
freeze.
card. Lisa gets a free chance. You're going to
Yes,
freeze
I
it
will
right there.
freeze.
All right, we move the base card over, the freeze bar. That becomes your new base card. You need just 3 cards, and you've kept Lisa away from your cards. It'll be
Right.
interesting to see if that strategy works. Lisa and Gail, this time the question goes to you, Gail. We polled 100 fifth grade girls. We asked them, has a boy ever told you he loved you? How many fifth grade girls said yes?
A lot. My little 4-year-old says it all the time to little girls, and I would say 85 is a good number.
85.
I'll say 85.
Lisa, higher or lower?
I don't know. I think 5th grade boys are still kind of shy, so I'll have to go lower than that.
You say lower.
Lower.
The actual number of fifth grade girls who have been told I love you by a boy is 68. It's lower. Lisa. We'll look at your base card. You have a 9. You want that?
I think I'll change that.
See if Gail improved hers. Can you? It is a 7. That's about the same proximity.
Okay. Let's go higher. I hope. Higher.
Higher than a 7. It's a 4. Ooh, it's not higher, and you lose that card. You give Gail a free chance at her cards. Gail, you didn't win the toss-up question. You cannot change this 6. You must play it. Call this one.
I will say it will be higher.
Higher than a 6.
Oh.
It is a queen.
I'm going to go at least one more and say the next one will be lower.
Getting a little more daring now, huh,
Yes.
Gail? Lower than a queen. Oh, it's an 8. Ooh, you got daring, and it did not work out. Janice, if you will, fill in the spaces. We'll go to the next question to you, Lisa. We asked 100 women standing in line for a television show. Right now, do you have a run in your stockings or pantyhose? How many women admitted they did?
Oh, I'm a chronic stocking runner. Oh, I'll go with 15.
15.
Yeah.
Higher or lower, Gail?
That was how many had a run
How
in
many
their
said they
nylon?
had a run in their stocking or pantyhose? Lisa says 15.
I keep the nail polish industry going, so I'll say it's higher.
Higher. Our audience agrees with me, but I saw how they dress coming in here. The actual number of women who did have a run in their stockings is 28. It's higher, Gail. Now you can change that 6 if you'd like.
I will do that. I will change it.
And we'll play a 4.
A little better.
Good card.
A little better. The next one will be higher.
Higher than a 4.
Oh!
It's an ace.
Wonderful.
Happy to see that ace.
Wonderful. Very happy. The next one is going to be lower.
Lower than an ace. It is an
Oh!
ace.
I'm going to freeze on that one.
Freezing it. That's the base card. You need just 1 card. Lisa needs 4, and we'll go to this 4th and final question. It is sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards, so control of the board is most important. Gail, we polled 100 high school teachers, and we asked them, when you were a student, did you ever flunk a course? How many high school teachers admitted they had flunked a course?
A lot of them, I would think, would have flunked at least one course. I'll say 55.
55. Lisa, you're a student. Higher or lower?
I know. How many high school students? I'll go lower than that.
You say lower.
I hope our teachers, yeah, lower.
The actual number of high school teachers who have flunked a course is 40. It's lower. Lisa. Now, Lisa, listen carefully. Here's how we play sudden death. You have a 7. You're entitled to change it. You can try to turn over all 4 of these cards. If you do, you win. If you make one mistake, Gail wins the game. However, you have control. You can force Gail to play off this 8, which she cannot change, and she would have to turn this 1 card over, or the game is yours. Your decision, Lisa. All of them, or just 1 for Gail?
I'm going to have to let Gail go for it.
1 card. First game of the match. Remember, we play the best 2 out of 3. The first game will be decided right here. Gail, call this card.
Higher.
Higher. If it's higher, you win the game. If it is not higher, Lisa wins the first game of the match. Higher than an 8? It's a 10. It is higher. Gail, you won it. Janice will clear the board right now. All right. 1-0 favor Gail. Lisa has to win if she wants to stay in it. We'll find out if she can do it right after we take time out for this. Okay, Gail leads 1-0. Janice, if you will, deal out the cards. Same 2 decks of cards, and these are the cards right off the top of the deck there. Let's start with you, Lisa. You need this game. You're trailing 1-0. We asked 100 men whose wives were at least 6 months pregnant. Who weighs more, you or your wife? How many men said their pregnant wives weighed more than they do?
Oh. I'd say not very many. Not very many weighed more than their husbands. I'll say about 20.
20.
20 men said their
No
wives
matter
weighed
how
more.
big they look, you say 20. Gail, higher or lower than 20?
That's good reasoning. They may look big, but I'd say the men think that their wives weigh a little less than they do. I'd say it's lower.
Lower than that?
Yes.
All right. The actual number of men who said that their wives weighed more than they are 18. It's lower. It's a little lower, but Gail, you've got control of the board, and we'll take a look at your base card for this game. It is a 5. You want it?
Again, I'll try for luck again and ask for another card.
All right. Here's the next card. It is a
Oh,
10.
A little better.
Call this.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. It's a queen. It's not lower. You lose that, and we look at Lisa's base card, which is a 5. You've got to play it, Lisa, and call this one.
Okay, it's higher. Let's go higher.
Higher than a 5.
You're right.
It is a 10.
Okay. Lower.
We're going to continue. Lower than a 10. It's a 7.
Okay, I'll freeze.
Freeze right
here.
there. Needing 2 cards as Janice fills in Gail's space. We'll go to a question to you, Gail. We asked 100 women, have you ever taken a photograph of a nude man? How many women said they had?
Very low. I would say very low. 4.
4.
4.
We didn't add whether they said whether they were laughing or not.
Or
No.
husbands or not.
She says 4. Lisa, higher or lower than 4? Taking a photograph of a nude man.
Taking a picture of a nude man, I'll go higher.
Higher.
About this much.
This much.
Yeah.
The actual number of women who said they've taken a picture of a naked man is 21. It's higher, Lisa.
Wow.
Oh, that's a surprise. Want to play the 7 or change it?
I'll change that.
And we have a 9. All right, Lisa, call it.
Okay, let's go lower.
Lower than a 9. It's a 10. It's not lower. A break for Gail. Gail, you've got to play the 10 and call this.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a 10. It's an 8.
Yay. Okay, I'm going to freeze on that.
Freezing right there, needing 3 cards. Lisa's 2. Next question to you, Lisa. We asked 100 married women, do you know exactly how much money your husband earns? How many women said they did know?
Oh. I would want to know to the cent. I'll say 80. 80 say they know how much their husband earns.
80 of them know exactly how much their husband earns. Gail, what do you think, higher or lower?
I'm going to have to go on my own experience. He's self-employed, and I have no idea. I'll say lower.
The actual number of women who knew how much their husbands earn is 80. Right on the button, Lisa.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Let's change that.
Changing the 9 to another 9.
Okay, maybe it's lucky. Lower.
Lower than a 9. An 8. Not lower. And Gail, you've got to play off the 8 and call this one.
I'll say it'll be higher.
Higher than an 8. It is a 10.
I'm going to freeze there.
You'll freeze it right there. And each player needing 2 cards in a very good match, and we'll return to it right after we take time out for this. Got a good game. The challenger has 1 game and $100, and Lisa needs this one on our best 2 out of 3. And as we look at the board, each player needs 2 cards, and we go to the final question, sudden death. And again, the control is most important. Gail, the question to you. We asked 100 people in a California studio audience, did you take a sleeping pill last night? How many said they had?
Oh, there's a lot of prescription medicine going around and over-counter. 75.
75 have taken a sleeping pill last night. Gail, higher or lower?
Less than that. I think, no. 75 is too high. A lot less.
You say lower?
Less, definitely.
The actual number of people who said they have taken a sleeping pill is 2. Much lower, Lisa. Okay, Lisa, you're ready now for sudden death. You have a 9. You can change that 9 if you'd like and try to turn these 2 cards over, or force Gail to play off the 10, which she cannot change, and turn these 2 over. It's your decision again. Are you going to play it or force Gail to play it?
I think I'll play it, and I'll change my base card.
You're going to play it yourself this time.
Right.
Here's that all-important change. Your new base card is an 8. Lisa, you need both of these cards to tie up the match.
Right.
Start calling. What is this?
Okay. I'm going to go higher on this one.
Higher.
Yes.
If this is higher, you're still
Higher.
in it. If it is not higher, then Gail wins the game and she becomes the new champion. Higher than an 8. It's a 2. You couldn't do it, Lisa. And Gail, you are the new champion on Card Sharks. Congratulations. Congratulations, Gail. Stay here a moment.
Thank you.
Lisa,
Thank you. I had a great time, really.
that's nice.
Thank you.
And you're not leaving here empty-handed either.
No.
$5,000. Good luck with your studies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Gail, come on down here with me. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. You won't believe this, but my horoscope said this was my day.
Well, it is your day so far. I hope it's going to be her day with the money cards right after we take time out for this. Well, we don't have time now for those money cards. That's nice. People want to encourage you. We don't have time for the money cards right now. I think you're very nervous. That's not a bad idea if we don't have time.
It's a good thing being nervous is keeping me up.
What was this about your horoscope said it's your day?
My horoscope said this morning that this was going to be it was the peak of my cycle, and money was going to come to me.
Is it going? I hate to have run out of time. Is it going to carry over?
Oh, I'm so ready.
You won't look at the paper.
No, I'm not
And
reading.
you'll come back and make lots of money.
Right, a lot.
Good, okay.
Break the bank.
I hope so. I hope she does, and I do hope you'll come back and see her do it next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive American Tourister strong, lightweight luggage, the prettiest piece of protection your clothes will ever get. You travel first class with American Tourister. And the Blue Luster Shampoo, and new Blue Luster Plus Carpet Shampoo, with grease cutters and brightness to remove ground-in dirt and grime. And the famous Presto Pressure Cooker, re-engineered and redesigned for the ultimate in safe, modern, high-speed cooking. The Presto Pressure Cooker, and Foster Grant sunglasses with polarized mirror and gradient lenses. Isn't that you behind those Foster Grants? This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.